A brand new Serie is back to Benidorm town. Benidorm is becoming the first ever European city to actually use drones for something on a daily basis very, very soon. Weather forecast and things to do in Benidorm right now, second half of October. Stay tuned if you want to know slightly more. Let's begin today's Benidorm news update. First of all, let's talk shortly about things to do in Benidorm right now. We are heading already towards the second half of October, and even though it is not a peak season any longer, it is still very, very busy and very vivid on all Benidorm streets. And those of you who are coming right now on holidays to Benidorm, we'll definitely have some things to do. Apart from the typical expositions, viewpoints, excursions, theme parks, boat trips, local markets, and all the villages nearby to discover, and many, many more things to do, there's also some specific events. For example, right now, starting from today, 17th, up until the 19th, which is going to be Sunday, there is the outlet fair. We've shown it to you yesterday in the video of what's happening in Benidorm shortly. We've shown you by the town hall, there is plenty of tents, and it's going to be a fair where the discounts will be starting from 50%, so half off onwards, which is quite a lot. And the only thing we would need to see is if it's actually worth it, which kind of products are there. But usually it's quite a bit of clothing, accessories, shoes, there's even electronics, a little bit of everything. Let's see what's going to be there this year. But definitely, if you're planning on purchasing something, or if you know someone who lives here and would want to go, let them know. It might be a good experience. Also, starting from today up until the 26th of October, so basically 1 week, almost, slightly more, we have Rice's week. Rice season. Basically, it is an event where around 24 different types of restaurants and hotels are participating, and you can find a full list of these on the Visit Benidorm website in the agenda. Basically, these restaurants offer a menu for 25 euros, exclusive menu to try out typical Spanish rices. And if you're a fan of Spanish food, especially paellas, etc., we call them rices here in Valencian community, you can try these out at many different locations during your holidays. The last one is going to be on the 26th of October. It's going to be a solidarity event that will be happening once again from the town hall of Benidorm by the Bristol Hotel. And it's going to be a solidarity march around the town, probably by the Mediterranean Avenue and by the Levante Beach, as it usually is. And this solidarity march is to help the association, Anemona it's called, the association that helps women with breast cancer, and gather up a little bit of funds, and for all those who want to purchase some t-shirts and just help them out with a donation. So this is going to be also another very, very important event that quite a lot of people will be participating. All this, once again, you're able to find it on the Visit Benidorm website, all the timetables in Spanish and English, all the information that you should know. And now let's continue with two main news. First of all, movie is coming back to Benidorm. Not a movie as per se, but a brand new series. As you all know, Benidorm series has been quite an interesting thing in Benidorm. It had quite a huge impact on Benidorm's economy, and it became really, really famous in the UK. So sometime after, right now, Channel 5 is filming, starting from last week, 2 weeks ago, they started to film a brand new series that is called, if I'm not wrong, Death in Benidorm. Something similar to Death in Paradise, but like Death in Benidorm. And for this series, there's around 70 crew members. There's around main actors, plus around 700 extra figures. That there was even a casting in Melia Hotel in Benidorm to actually select all these people. You can see some pictures right here. And all this is starting right now, and they'll be filming probably towards up until December month, maybe. And after that, it's going to be over. It's going to be 6 parts of it. So 6 parts in the series. And if it's successful, there's going to be maybe even season 2 or 3 or 4. We'll see how it goes. So far, it's just 6 part of the series. And the interesting part is that it is about the police investigator who came to Benidorm, and he's living here and is helping police officers to solve mysterious crimes. That's an unusual series for Benidorm, I have to say. It's not a touristic type as per se, so we'll see how it goes. Let us know if you will be watching this series once it comes out. We are quite intrigued. We'll see how it goes, but definitely these types of important filming events always bring more tourism, and they bring curious people to at least visit the places where something has been filmed, to actually be there in person and see how it looks like. So it is always positive for the economy. We're just anxious to see how it will end up, and it's going to be a very interesting and nice series to watch once it will be published and live on the channel 5. Let's continue with the last news, and it is about officially Benidorm being the first ever European city with drones that will already, starting from 2026 probably, so next year, just in a few months time, will be working as a delivery. It's going to be either packages delivery, it's going to be medications delivery, like something that you get to go and you ask for it to be delivered somewhere. And also as a transportation of people. For that, we'll need to wait a little bit more. This year, there was a brand new drone taxi presented at Benidorm by the Poniente Beach, and they've tried it out already without people, but they've just tried how it goes, and it went perfectly fine. And now the university in Valencia is developing a map for Benidorm for drones to use. Benidorm is a very good city to practice because it has a lot of skyscrapers, as you all might know by now. And it is interesting because on a lot of points of the skyscrapers, some drones, they lose signal, which is why recreationally, you're also not allowed to fly in between, at least for now. It's been like this because it is dangerous. You lose signal, the drone is there, it is working, it is like this, flying on the same spot, but you cannot see on the screen where it is. You cannot see if you turn it where it goes, because the signal is not very, very good to all the anthenes and all the skyscrapers and all the things surrounding you. So it's a very, very difficult thing to actually achieve, unless it's from the outside or really, really high up above the skyscrapers. So it's going to be interesting. There's going to be maps, there's going to be plans where you're able to fly, and it's not the same thing than flying 2-3 drones in whole Benidorm at a time, than flying hundreds of them for deliveries, etc., etc. So there'll be an interesting sky map for these types of automatic vehicles. So we'll see how it goes, but definitely I feel like it might be useful for some people and for some places. And after Benidorm, this project will be launched in Alcoy. This is a small village that has a lot of bridges, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of hills. And there it's going to be launched to provide medication for rural areas. So for those people who are living slightly further away, where the public transport is not going, where it's not as comfortable to get with a vehicle, especially if it's raining, if it's snowing, because in Alcoy it does snow, by the way. It's in the interior of the mountains. And there they'll use drones to bring medication for older people who are in rural areas where it's difficult to go. Or maybe even at some point food delivery, etc., which is actually a very, very good idea, and it would be extremely useful once this plan will take place. Let us know what you think. Maybe it exists already in your country. I know some Asian countries, especially, they have automatic vehicle delivery without a driver. They have automatic deliveries in general of food, etc. Anything that you can purchase online, basically. Here it's not as common, but we are slowly getting there, and Benidorm is going to be the first one in the whole entire Europe. That is a huge achievement for our town, and we're really proud of it. Now let's continue about the weather forecast. What is happening right now? As you all know, towards the end of October, we're heading already, and it's going to be November soon. It's going to be Halloween. We are already starting to see Christmas decorations in the shops. Now, mid-October, Christmas decorations to purchase in the shops. It is difficult not to buy one, though, I have to say, because it brings like a little bit of Christmas spirit, seeing all this. They're all sparkly, all nice, all Christmassy, but it's still a long way to go. And it is not as cold as some people might think. We did have some front, we have some Dana, we had some rainstorm, we had all of this. Right now it's gone. We don't have any kind of alerts, at least for now. And don't feel like there's going to be anytime soon any more of these. At least that's what we know so far. And there's going to be between clouds and sunshine, mostly sunny in our region. And the curious thing is that temperatures right now are between 21, 23 degrees. However, by Wednesday, which is when it's going to be all sunny, no clouds, it's going to be like a typical warm day after summer season. There's going to be up until 29 degrees, and in Alicante, even 31 this following Wednesday. So temperatures will rise up a little bit. And all those of you who are coming on holidays, pack up your bikinis, sunscreen, sunglasses, sun hats, because you'll have some nice time by the beach. Thank you for accompanying us in today's latest Benidorm news update. We wish you a great day, a great weekend, and very fun, interesting holidays if you're coming on ones soon to Spain. We'll see you in a brand new video this evening as usual. Goodbye.